If you look at a strict economic analysis, the real wages, the real earning power of blue-collar men and blue-collar workers in general has declined over the past 30 years, even with the rising stock market and all kinds of the boom in the high tech and all these other sort of macroeconomic factors. One thing that's been consistent is that the earning power of blue-collar workers has declined steadily. And so, what do you hold on to if you're supposedly provider for your family and respected in your job and you're the head of the family, but those are the ideals. But the reality is very different from that. You're on the economic margins. You're not making as much money. Your earning power isn't as much as your parents' earning power. You can't even afford a house. In some cases, you're struggling to get your kids in school or to pay for school. Much less a lot of the other amenities or a lot of the other material things that you see on TV and everybody else supposedly has, especially people doing well. What is your identity as a man? I mean, obviously one thing you can hang your hat on is your sort of ideology of manhood. You're a man. You take care of your family. That's an important piece, and by extension, you support a politics or a political ideology or a political party that takes care of the country, that protects the country. And I think a lot of men will vote, again, against their immediate economic self-interest and for a set of policies based on how they resonate with this notion of manhood that they're attracted to. I mean, if you look at some of the key issues that are remarked upon as cultural issues, not these strict economic issues, but gun control, abortion, patriotism. In the South, there's the Confederate flag. That's all about identifications and symbolic imagery about manhood. I mean, look at guns, for example. Look at the discourse around guns. To me, it's obvious that there's more going on here than a concern about the Second Amendment on the part of the voting population who cares passionately about guns. It's much more than a concern with an abstraction like the Second Amendment. It's an emotional connection. It's masculine conditioning and socialization, and it's boys' relationship with their fathers, growing up and learning how to shoot and learning a gun. It's much more about their identification as men than it is their identification with an abstract principle like a constitutional amendment.